Come on, guys. You heard it here first. Meeting at Dukinfield. Tameside Council meeting at Dukinfield today, and they did a Muslim call to prayer at the beginning of the meeting, and some people have stood up and walked. Oh, so I'm live at Duckinfield. I should be in the meeting, but I couldn't be asked. Needed something to eat. That's what I needed. So I've just gone to Chinese over at Road and had fried rice, chips and curry. Were nice as well. So this has warmed me up a little bit. But we're outside Dukinfield Town Hall, where prospective councillors have walked out after there was a prayer, Muslim prayer, said at the beginning of the meeting. So hopefully, I always see someone coming out of the main doors. But apparently there's been people walking out and huffing and puffing already at Dukinfield. And Labour are going to get a crushing, guys. They're going to get an absolute crushing. If you're watching tonight, I'm live at 8 PM. We've got Miss Kent on. Live tonight, 8 PM, and I will be home. But we're at Dukinfield, guys. Dukinfield Town Hall, where Tameside Council are in there meeting with everyone. And apparently, let me just read the message. So yeah, that's live at Dukinfield in the council meeting what they got. Who's this interesting looking chappie? Lieutenant Colonel Robert Dukinfield, 1619 to 1618. Proper looks like Anglo-Saxony. So we're at Dukinfield. There's animal protesters here. Animal abuse protesters here. There are also people wanting explanations on the swimming baths in Ashton as well. So I thought I'd come down. I can't be arsed with meeting tonight. I was hungry. That's what it were. I couldn't have gone in talking to anyone with an hungry belly. I couldn't have done. So I've had something to eat now. But I'm live now, 8 PM, guys. Get sure in. But just outside Dukinfield, lovely type looking town hall this. Lovely looking. I might do a succumb. The signal to go a little bit. I wonder if there's any free Wi-Fi around here. That guys just logged into the Dukinfield Wi-Fi. So yeah, they've got a meeting tonight in here. Tameside Council. I've been on 2 of them. So the old tables out for certain wards and that, and there's meeting, and apparently there's been a walkout already. There's been a walkout at Dukinfield Town Hall. So yeah, guys, we're live, Dukinfield Town Hall. Just get the mic on me. council meeting, animal abuse protesters, animal abuse protesters and such. People that are complaining about why there's no swimming baths in Ashton. So yeah, I'm outside Dukinfield Town Hall, guys, behind me there, where there's been a council meeting today, and they came out and did an Islamic prayer, and some people were having that and exited the room while they were doing the Islamic prayer. And I mean, fair enough, but we've got to look at majority. Would they allow a Christian prayer at the beginning of Parliament in Pakistan? I don't think they would do. But we have to accept it here. We've got to accept it in the West. But you don't have to accept it anywhere else in the world. But in the West you do. Oh, it's a crime if you don't accept multiculturalism and diversity. It's an absolute crime. But yeah, Dukinfield Town Hall, guys, going to do an hour. I'm waiting for Mel. She'll be back out in a bit. Then we're headed home. I couldn't be arsed going in. I were hungry. So I've had fried rice, chips and curry from Chinese just down there. Nicely filled me up, warmed me up a little bit. Got to get back ready tonight. Got a stream on at 8. NHPUK weekly party talk stream, and we've got Mrs. Kent on. We've got Mrs. Kent on. If we could die at any time, what's the point in living? Well, I mean, it depends how you're gonna. We're not gonna die at any minute. You might have health issues that encourage that kind of thing, but got everything's worth living for, I think. So, Dukinfield Town Hall, guys. Got a meeting going on tonight. Come down with Mel, she's inside. There's been a bit of ruckus at the beginning of the meeting. There's some animal abuse protesters here, and we've got residents concerned about what's going on with the swimming baths, and they want a new swimming baths back in. So I might get a couple of people coming out. We'll see what's going on. Apparently, Chris has had the Reform councillor already. Before he went in, did a little speech to him while he was live streaming. But yeah, Dukinfield Town Hall, guys. Dukinfield, that's where we're visiting today. Don't forget, 8 PM tonight, streaming, YouTube, Facebook, party talk. And we've got Mrs. Kent on. And we're going to be playing one of her songs as well. Thank you for joining in. We're at Dukinfield, guys. 1:45 to the hour. The bells are ringing. There's a big council meeting in. We've been to 2 in Tameside. And the first one we went to, I asked questions about HMOs, hotels, planning and stuff like that. And the second one, I had a talk with the chief to do with Tameside planning and all that. Brought it up again, but I also brought up adult social care. What do you do for victims of child sexual exploitation after they're 18? When I said that on table, the faces didn't look. Oh. But yeah, 3 questions he had that night. I sat down, got my pad out, written 3 questions down in 5 minutes. Mel, I've just written 3 questions down. I showed her. She went, oh, bloody hell, them are good questions. But yeah, we've got a meeting in Chadderton, Monday, 6 PM start, at Chadderton Wellbeing Centre. So we'll go in there and meeting the councillors and the police, and we want to know what they're doing about who's going in HMOs. And one question they asked at the last meeting was, if someone commits a crime like trying to meet children, why isn't it on the top of the paperwork, deport ASAP? That's what it should be. But what we do know is that some of them are getting bail and being bailed to other towns, guys. So, you know, like, if they're being bailed to other towns, they're not on tag or anything, or police watch or anything. We don't know what they're up to. Don't know what they're up to. Dukinfield Town Hall, guys. Get a view on front door here. That's where I am, Dukinfield Town Hall. Thank you for tuning in. John Lawrence, your favourite National Housing Party, United Kingdom activist. Couple of people in. Mel's gone in. I didn't want to go in, me. I'm just hungry. Couldn't be arsed going in trying to talk to people when I'm hungry. I wouldn't have been able to properly communicate. It's a lovely looking building. Hi, Ducky Town Hall. That's where I am for the next 30 minutes. So yeah, meeting, Chatterton, Monday, Wellbeing Centre, 6 p.m. And it's police and community. So we'll go into that meeting and we're going to voice our concerns again about 3 people being done for trying to meet kids online. Only been in the country a couple of months each time. And I want to know more about a man being raped at Wrigley Head Canal. We don't know if it's linked with the hotel. Well, I said this to him, I don't know. But the article is in the paper by GMP. GM's not making things up. It's a GMP article. Asking for information, that's all there's been. Police hasn't come back to us with any other kind of information about that particular case. So we're going to be pulling that up. And that's what we're going to be pulling on Monday to the councillors. Hopefully Elaine Taylor will be there. The dreaded Elaine Taylor, she'll be there. And I want Oldham Police and Council to promise me that anyone who gets caught doing anything, the top of the immigration papers, it's deport ASAP. We shouldn't be standing, arresting these people and bailing them out into other towns. That's what they're doing, guys. If one gets arrested here in Duckinfield, gets bailed out to Stockport. One gets arrested in Oldham, gets bailed out to Bury. I'm not having it. It shouldn't happen. So I want the police and the council Labour policy. I'm going to ask her if she's there. Lane Taylor, what Labour policy? Instant deportation on any crime committed if you've only been here 2 months. That's what I want on the policy, and they better have it. They better do it. We're also drafting up a leaflet that we're going to post to about 1,000 houses around that area. That's what we're going to do. $3.30 to Stockport. John Lawrence National Housing Party in Dukinfield, guys. Outside the town hall while there's a meeting going on, one of the community meetings. They've had a few already, and I've been to 2 of them in Tameside. And I've asked questions and sat down and talked to the people who were there, the councillors or whatever. No fear. Big John gets there, comes out, starts talking and going on about particular issues. And that's what I suggest everyone does. Lee Bishop, running in Bedford. He's done it. He's been going to council meetings, introducing himself. And he's a builder, Lee. So you're not going to be able to blag him in things to do with building and stuff like that. And he's going to the meetings already, and he's not even a councillor. And he's doing things that, like, you'd want your councillor to do. But yeah, all good here. Bit chilly tonight. Thank you everyone in the chat and all that lot. What? Right, let me. No need for high. Doesn't what? I can't see. I'm walking around live streaming. I don't understand. I'm not. If I was at my computer, I'd be looking at the messages. Right. So, Andrew Tate, what do you think about Andrew? Don't like him. Bolton, good place, Bolton. Although past few years there's been a couple of incidents around Bolton. One of them was a murder of Reece Tansey, if you know about that. And 15-year-old coaxed out of his house by other 15-year-olds and stabbed to death. And I talked at the Mayor's Question Time about that particular case at the Bolton Mayor's Question Time, all recorded. And I turned round and shouted at the members of the public because they were going on about CAS tax and not caring about what the 15-year-old kids are doing. Answer me. Come on then. Oh yeah, Andrew Tate. I don't like him. I don't like him. He wouldn't be the kind of person that I would like, I don't think, myself, and never particularly liked him. I'm not denying, I'm not like going against everything he says. When he says about men being masculine, I believe men should be masculine. They shouldn't be brainwashed with, indoctrinated with Marxist views to make them weak and wimps, because men have lost their identity. That's what they've done. They've lost their identity. So now, when you want your man to stand up for you, he's the one who you're going to have to stick up for him. If you're a woman, you're going to have to protect him because he's weak now. What happened to your... What happened to your mum, Mohammed? I don't know what's going on about that. But yeah, so yeah, Dukinfield Town Hall, guys. That's where I am tonight. There's a meeting in there, council meeting going on. Mel's in there. Been a bit of action at the beginning. There was a Muslim prayer said, and a couple of people were having it and walked out of the room or something like that. But they'll probably be back in now. But it's all right, you know. We live in the UK. You can be a corrupt, convicted Bangladeshi politician and then be an MP over here while you get a 2-year jail sentence in Bangladesh for being corrupt, but you're a politician over here. That's the UK for you. So yeah, Dukinfield Town Hall. I've had a couple of bells, guys, already. Purples, does that look green? It does look a bit green, doesn't it? Dukinfield Town Hall, guys, where I am. Don't forget, Saturday 12 till 2, Victoria Hotel. And Monday 6 p.m, Chariton Wellbeing Centre, police and community meeting, which we're going to attend. And then that's Elaine Taylor, Deputy Labour Leader. That's her office. Me and Mel actually went there a few weeks ago and talked to the other 2 councillors who were in the area. So yeah, that's where we'll be on Monday. Chariton Wellbeing Centre, police and community meeting. So me, Mel and a few others from the hotel will all be there, voicing our concerns about incidents that have happened around that hotel, including HMOs, the hotel itself, and then a particular crime at Wrigley Head, which is a few hundred yards down from the hotel on the canal, a man who got raped by 3 other men. So we're going to be asking them about them incidents. That's what I'm going to be asking them about. Do you support Tommy Robinson? Not particularly, no. But that doesn't mean I don't think that everything he says is bullshit. I've studied some of the cases that he's in court for and stuff like that, and I've talked to members of the public and interviewed people to do with them as well. So I've got my own personal views. But if you're going on about like ranting on about religion, I don't really rant on about religion. I don't start naming things out of the Quran. I don't start saying verses out of the Quran. I don't either do the same with the Bible, except for things like that we sing anyway, like the Lord's Prayer and stuff like we've always sung and stuff like that, like Remembrance Day. But I don't go on like that. If you live in England, just follow our rules and, respect our vows. Don't disrespect us and try and change us to something else. It's not going to work. And that's a big issue these days, is that dumbing down and overdoing everyone's culture and stuff like that. And it's horrible. It's horrible. Shouldn't be done anywhere in the world, not just England. But it's happening all the time in other countries. No one says anything. They only got assessment when it's England, the UK. Funny how places the UK. But John Lawrence National Housing Party, I'm in Dukinfield, guy, got a meeting on at council. And there's animal abuse protesters here, and they've had a board outside and stuff like that. And then there's people here who want to know what they're doing about swimming baths in Ashton. So yeah, that's where I am tonight. Headed home soon. Going getting ready for me live at 8 p.m. tonight at NHPUK TV. We got Mrs. Kent on. Yeah, so the lovely Dukinfield town hall. I'm guessing there's going to be a bit of a ding-ding when clock strikes 6. Oh, there we go. Thank you, Jackie. Thank you. £6 p.m. and all's well at Dukinfield Town Hall. So yeah, Dukinfield guys, council meeting. We've actually I've been to 2 of these that they've done past few months with Mel, my mate Mel, and obviously I want to get involved and I want to talk to people in meetings. And you know, I don't want to be disruptive, I want to be productive. That's what I want to be. So I took notes, swapped numbers with the last guy I talked to in Ashton, and I do that in Oldham when I talk to the councillors or whatever there as well. I'm very active like that at meetings and that. So we've got a local community meeting on Monday, and we're going to be talking about HMOs and the hotels, and it's even been discussed in the big council chamber. And I want you councillors to listen to what your constituents are saying, because you're not at the moment. You're just totally ignoring them for the sake of whatever, getting your points in your book and stuff. Arut Shah, the council leader of the year award, and she's the biggest crook we've ever had in that council. Biggest crook. Well, I mean, what it is, we've got in there, and George Galloway and the Workers' Party will agree, is Pakistani politics. It's no good for Oldham because it's so corrupt and bent. And that's what George Galloway and the Workers' Party say. So don't put anyone pointing fingers at me. But we'll get round to Oldham. I want to talk to all the candidates, whoever they are in Oldham. I want to talk to them. So I've got a couple of possible interviews lined up. Apparently I'm a bit of a legend around the schools, so I've got to be doing. Someone wants me to do an interview to do with politics at school level, so I've got to big myself up for that one. But you know, I think our schools are important to think about in our communities. Track record with schools. That's Oldham. Just Oldham doesn't have a good track record with its schools. And that goes back 20, 30 years, more than 30 years it goes back. And it's never been directly addressed in Oldham. It's never been directly addressed. It's never been the main point of someone's leaflet. It's never been something that the councillors want to delve and dive into, and I am going to delve and dive into it. And then we get things like councillors who end up being on the boards of these schools and stuff like that, which is good. You know, we want representation here, but in the past, these kinds of positions have been abused, and these people are unaccountable. And it was a similar kind of position. It's just mad. It's just mad. There's no accountability. I don't believe I'm saying accountability. There's an accountants across the road, and it says accountants in black on window. And I'm going accountability. But yeah, Oldham doesn't have a good record with its schools. See what's Charlotte Ducky. All right, thank you for subbing. Thank you guys, thank you. Please follow me live tonight 8 p.m. Got Mrs. Kent on, Geordie aka Geordie, on tonight, so that'll be interesting. Union jacked up, that's what I'm going to be, Union Jack hat on and all that. So that's at 8 p.m. if anyone wants to come along, listen to the chat. I'm going to be playing a record as well. Dukinfield Town Hall, guys. Thought I'd get a stream in. 30 minutes have been going for. Thank you very much. Just give me a like and a follow and that. This guy's, his name's Dukinfield. Lieutenant Colonel Robert Dukinfield, 1619 to 1689. got a big hand. It's bigger than mine. He's got his glove on, that's why. He's got his glove on. That's pretty mint. Big buckles on his shoes. So yeah, Dukinfield Town Hall, guys, where I am at the moment. Headed home soon. I'm gonna probably have to have a quick shave. I don't know when I'm getting my hair cut. I'm definitely gonna have to have a quick shave. And then I'll be live again 8 p.m. 8 p.m. guys, 8 p.m. Thank you for tuning in. John Lawrence, National Housing Party leader. I'm in Dukinfield. If you want to contact me, john.lawwrence at nationalhousingparty.uk. You can contact me there. If you fancy coming up on a stream or want to talk about something, you can do. We can arrange that. I'm always up for that kind of stuff, especially on a live stream. Dukinfield, guys, town hall, council meeting. Councillors are in talking to members of the public, and other councillors will be there, and chief executives and whatever. And some of the reform councillors are here, Labour, Lib Dems, Greens. We've got animal abuse protesters, and there's quite a few people in. And Mel's in, my mate Mel's in as well. More Leicester, right, more Leicester. Don't ring a bell. I do know someone in Oldham called More, but I don't think it's probably Oldham. But big shout out then to More Leicester. Thank you very much, Uncle More. I'm an Uncle John. I'm a great Uncle John, and I'm a great Uncle John. And I'm godfather to 4 children as well. No kids of my own. No, I'm not a councillor yet, Michael, but I'm running in elections in Oldham, in Hollingwood. My name's John Lawrence. You can easily Google me up. You'll see a lot of negative stuff from Hope Not 8, but my election results are up there. I'm doing my own thing. But I want to get elected as a councillor. Yeah, I do. I want to get elected as a councillor, mate. I think I can do better than a lot of the councillors that we have now. I definitely know I can do better. I haven't got that mentality of like, you're the enemy and I've got to do everything like now. I'm productive, not disruptive. I don't go to meetings, shout, scream and call people names. I go to meetings and talk sense. Sit down, write things down, ask questions, probe the council, what they're doing on particular issues and stuff like that. That's what I want to do, to look after my community. Who's not bothered about antisocial behaviour and crime, youth crime? Is anyone bothered about youth crime? Is there anyone bothered that our 15-year-old kids are stabbing each other to death on the street? Is anyone bothered about that? Is anyone bothered about that? I know we go on about Rachel thieves and tax and all that, but anyone bothered about our youth killing each other on the streets when they're 15-year-old? Bolton, Reese Tansey. Listen, guys, don't listen. Google up now. Google up Reese Tansey, Bolton. Google him up and look into his case for me. Don't just listen to me, and I do know what I'm talking about, but Reese Tansy, Bolton. Look into the case. Look into the case. Look into the case, guys. Reese Tansy, Bolton. You know, and like, I'm just really bothered about that kind of stuff. I really am. You know, should I be more bothered about Rachel Thieves taxing us more? Should I be more bothered about Keir Starmer when on my area where I running as in elections, I ran. My first election was 2022, May 2022. The year before, 2 teenage lads who were born and grown up on that area got done for gang murder. 2 teenage lads, guys, done for gang murder. And I'm going into wanting to be a counsellor with thinking about issues like that on my mind, and which I think is important. And, you know, like, I've been knocking on doors and going around this area now all my life, but these past 4 years out running in elections, and I get told stories that they were lovely kids when they were growing up and all that lot. As soon as they got to teenage years, they're going in gangs and knives, and then got done for gang murder, and both of them life sentences. Couldn't make it up. You know, I'm bothered about that. Oh, more Leicester, thank you very much. I hope you better be a subscriber of mine, and you better sign up to our website, party website, nationalisingparty.uk. Search us up. We've got a website. You can join our website, get on the mailing list, and stuff like that, and we'll keep up to date. And we have meetings all over. I don't know where you live, more Leicester, but one time we'll have a meeting near where you live, and you can come to it and meet us all. And we've met some cracking people so far. I've met some cracking people at our meetings. You know, and we're honest. We're not going to hide anything. What we do, you know, what we say in our party on our website is what we say in real life. What we say in real life is on our party website. I don't lie. I've not got no hidden agenda. I'm not being paid off by the globalists or anything. We're trying to run this party ourselves. We want to get some local council positions. Now, I'm not bothered if I don't end up running government, but as soon as I get a local council position, I'll be able to influence decisions to do with everyone in our town. And that's what I want. I'm not going to be bullied off. I'm not going to be bullied off. I'm not going to bully anybody. I'll call you out if you do fail us. I'll call you out, and I don't care what colour, race, religion, ethnicity, white, black, pink, brown, yellow. If you fail our community, if you're corrupt, you're going to get called out, and I'll be on your case on social media, like I have done with loads of people in Oldham Council. I'm always calling them out. Everybody, whether they're white, LGBT, brown, a woman, you get called out. And they've failed us too many times. Oh, that was a 1:15 bell. I think a 1:15 knock. Yeah, it was. Right, anyway, guys, I'm going. Thank you, more Leicester. Thank you very much, mate. Thank you. It's all, I like it when I get a little message like that. Someone's followed me, watches me stuff, and he likes the stuff, and I like that. I like that. And I want to speak from me heart for everybody, and I'm concerned about a lot of things. But John Lawrence, live reporting, Dukinfield Town Hall. I'll see you soon, 8 p.m. and on the YouTube channel NHPUK TV. God bless you all. See you soon.